because nobody respects women more than Donald Trump.
She came to my wedding. She ate like a pig. And seriously, the wedding cake was like missing in action.
Does she have a good body? No.
Of course.
Does she have a fat ass?
That new web video hits Donald Trump pretty hard on women, but what will voters think? Let's discuss now with a man who has the ear of a lot of conservative voters, and that's talk show host Dennis Prager. Dennis, good to have you on. Thank you for coming in.
Good to be back. Thanks, Don.
So, Dennis, that video about women, in support of Hillary Clinton is pretty shocking. You talk to listeners all the time, to a lot of people. How do you think they're going to receive this?
Well, it depends, of course, who you talk to. If you talk to Hillary supporters, you'll get one reaction. If you talk to Trump supporters, you get another. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Hillary supporter. I opposed the Trump nomination. Now that he's nominated, if he indeed will be, then I feel I have no choice and I will probably vote for him. However, having said that, I'm no fan of his. Nevertheless, the man is an equal opportunity boor, B-O-O-R, not B-O-R-E.
Right.
The man insults everybody. He called Marco Rubio Little Marco. I mean, insulting a man's height. I mean, I'm 6'4", so I don't take this personally, but shorter men do take it very seriously. That is what he does. I don't like that aspect of Donald Trump. But if women want to actually claim, if feminism claims that women are equals, then they have to take insults equally. All of a sudden, it's, we're your equal. But if you insult us, you're a sexist. Can't have it both ways.
So what do you think of the ad's effectiveness, though? You said as far
I think it's minimal. I think it's minimal. I actually think she has more to lose, and I think they will start dropping it. I think she has more to lose if the women come out who charge Hillary Clinton with having mishandled them, who were victims, alleged victims or real victims of her husband. I think she has much more to lose than to gain from this.
More of an impact than a video that is put out online. Okay, so Dennis, let's talk now about the big picture. Republican factions are tearing each other apart. Where do you see this heading?
Yeah, that's a real good question. You mentioned earlier civil war, and as a Republican, I can say there is a sort of civil war. I hope it stops because I don't want 4 more years of a Democrat in the White House, and I don't want a woman whom I consider dishonorable to be the President of the United States. By the way, I don't consider him terribly honorable either. But I just want to make an interesting point here, and that is there is a great deal of soul-searching on the right. We care deeply about the character of our nominees, but I see no soul-searching on the left, none. I don't hear any Democrats say, you know, voting for Hillary Clinton is not an honorable human being. You don't get any of that. We only have.
Have you heard some of the Bernie supporters?
Yes, that's Bernie supporters, not because of her character, but because of her positions. There's a very big difference. There is lamentation on the part of the right about the character of Donald Trump. There's nothing on the left about the character of Hillary Clinton.
Is it more about the character of Donald Trump, though, because he doesn't really have a history or any, a background or resume as a politician to have his issues really looking at?
The issues of the character are even more pronounced than in the case of Hillary Clinton, who does have a track record. He's really a tabula rasa. We really don't know, and I admit that. That's part of what bothers me about him is he is policy-wise rather opaque. I don't really know how he stands on many issues. But Hillary Clinton, we do know about the emails. We do know about how she acted in the White House with the various scandals that took place there. We do know how she treated women. We do know that she's the only person, William Safire, the late, great Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist of the New York Times, he said she was a congenital liar. He had never used that phrase in his 50 years of writing till he won the Pulitzer Prize. He had never used that phrase about a public person. He said that about Hillary Clinton.
Interesting. Donald Trump is saying that the party needs to fall in line with him. Right. Is it the burden of the party to unite around Donald Trump?
That's a great question. In my opinion, it is his task, now that he has won, or ostensibly won, it is his task to unite the party. And the party is just waiting. They're like standing, begging, please, just be decent to us. Just say, okay, I want to join with you. And he doesn't. It's so odd to me. The Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, everyone knows is such a good guy. Even if you don't agree with him politically, everyone knows he's honorable. Just treat him decently. Just say, you know what, Paul, or not Paul, a congressman, you know what, Congressman, or Mr. Speaker, I want to be with you and the Republican Party.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would work.
That's simple, right? Just be the
Yes,
bigger.
that's
Always
simple.
Take the high road.
That's
Always
simple.
take the high road. So listen,
If you're the winner, take the high road. Exactly.
that's my motto. But listen, over the past week, Donald Trump has really contradicted his earlier positions on taxes, on the minimum wage, and on debt. As a conservative, are you worried about what his positions would do to the economy?
Well, any non-conservative economic positions worry me. So I have two choices. She, I know, will expand the government, expand the debt. She will abolish fracking, which has been at the source of to the extent that we've had an economic growth, this utterly safe way of getting energy. She is now opposed to solely because she had to meet Bernie Sanders' leftist supporters. So I know how devastating she'll be to the economy. Yeah. I can't assume he'll be as bad. And that's really what it comes down to.
Dennis, I have to go because I'm over time, but this just popped into my head when I heard Donald Trump earlier, and you're the perfect person to ask. If you can give me a short answer to a question that's kind of complicated. He said that, you know, he's a Republican. He's not a conservative. He said in other countries there is a party for that. How does that hit you as a Republican or conservative or whatever you consider yourself?
Well, I am a conservative, and it is troubling. Nevertheless, in life, here's your short answer. In life, it is very rare that you have a choice between good and bad. Mm-hmm. It's usually bad and worse.
Dennis Prager, thank you. Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Same here.